Hello guys, today we're going to see a currency farming strategy around daily orbs that it was getting pretty good results. This strategy is done in City Square and it's all about getting the Delirium rewards. Daily orb drop is not affected by the amount of mobs, quant, or daily percentage, but instead it is tied to the singular amount of rewards and how many stacks of each we get in a map. The money will come from the daily orbs, but also from the Delirium rewards, since we stack so many icons in the bottom, as you might remember. We also get that loot explosion that you saw at the start of the video with all kind of stuff. For example, stack decks are easily sold, divines, bubblegum currencies, scarabs, maps, etc. I did a 30 map test that we're going to see the results in a moment. Okay, now let's talk about how we're going to execute this strategy. First, the idea is quite simple. We need to be fast in these maps, okay? We get into a map, we activate the mirror, then we clear the map until 6 rewards, then we rush the boss, which is always in the center of the map, and that's the reason that we choose City Square. It's like the mesa map in that sense, where the boss has a fixed position and is in the center of the map. Then we cancel the daily 4, we loot the rewards, and we get out. About the speed, my build, for instance, is not ultra fast. I timed 10 maps and it took me around 23 minutes in total. I want to state that I don't use MageBot, Headhunter, or my build is not particularly fast, as you can see in the gameplay, so you definitely should aim at least at that benchmark that I set. That's around 2.5 minutes per map. Okay, so now let's talk about the setup. We're going to run a set in City Square. We're going to use an 8 mod map since it has more pack size, and more mobs means we are filling the rewards faster. And then for the scarabs, we are using 5 paranoias, okay? We're just stacking as many rewards as we can. As you can see, each one of these paranoia scarabs are 5C each. So if we buy, for example, 50, that's what usually I buy. That's around 2 divines. So this is 10 maps, and we're spending around 2 divines and a half. So the map cost is close to 25 chaos plus the map, that's 5 or 6C. Then we're using no map device. I didn't find anything useful that didn't slow us in the map, so I just prefer the base quantity for free. And for the influence, you can choose either red or blue. You just want more mobs in your maps. In my case, I want to use the blue one, okay? Okay, so now let's see a showcase and see in practice how we execute this strategy. With the whole setup, you get into the map. And the first thing is to activate the mirror, of course. It's on the entrance, so you won't miss it. And as you can see, we already have a lot of rewards, okay? So that's pretty good. And we're going to clear the map until we have 6 rewards. You can check for the Divine Altar, that's fine. Remember that the farther you are from the entrance, the more daily rewards you get, or the faster progress you get. We are already at 5. Here's another one. This is fine for me. Okay. We're at a 5. Have shrines in case you get the action speed one. And because it adds more mobs, of course. We have another here. That's pretty bad. But in 16 is 5. Okay, we are almost at 6. We are at 6. Okay, now we rush the boss. There's always in the center, as I already said. Here they are. It's 3 bosses. And when it's complete, we get an extra item reward. That's thanks to this mod that we're going to see in a minute. That's 1 reward. Now we cancel the fog. And we get all the rewards, okay? I have to filter the maps, actually. I haven't done it yet. And I'm thinking in filtering also the abyss jewels. Okay, that's all of it, okay? We repeat that to infinity and we will get the loot. As you can see, we got 8 of the daily orbs. That's a lot, considering this is, well, we can check here, right? I want chaos. This is already 5 chaos. This is 7 chaos, and this is 6 chaos. Okay, so it's pretty good value considering how fast we can clear these maps and we can get these rewards. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the 30 maps results. I ran 30 of these maps And this is all I got, okay? The 2 divines that you see here are coming from the actual delirium rewards, okay? It's not from a random mob that you're killing in the map, which, as we already know, divines, raw divines are quite rare in this league. And Destiny was actually quite rare too. I have only 20 divines looted in the whole league. And as you can see here in the right, have sorted all of the daily rewards. Let me see if they're all of them. Yeah, that's correct. And in the left, we have all the loot that we actually get from the mobs, but mainly from the dream rewards itself. As you saw, we have a loot explosion where we get stuff, and that's the stuff that we have here. Also, considering that the tier 17 map is Sanctuary, and Sanctuary has a pretty good price right now. As you can see, 47, 48 maps per chaos, 47 chaos per map. So that's pretty good for the eventual Sanctuary maps that we're going to drop. Okay, now we're going to price again all the tab that we just saw. And as you can see, is 30 divines in total value for all the tab. I already took out all the low tier maps that has no value. And let me remove the filter. Okay, as you can see, we have stack decks which come from the rewards itself. This can easily be sold for currency. Then we have all the rewards. That's almost 10 divines by itself. Then I got 2 divines, but to show you that's not a lucky strike, I actually got exalts too. That's 2 exalts, so it's actually even in that regard. Then we have all the Sanctuary maps that already dropped. And then we have some simulacrums because we get like 30 splinters per map, they're not that valuable actually. And then we have a lot of scarabs that we get from the delirium rewards and also from the maps itself. That's almost 2.5 divines. The right spectre jewel I actually didn't see at first, but I did got from the delirium rewards, but that's actually quite rare. And we should not expect one that expensive jewel each 30 maps, so I'm going to take it out. We're going to counter it as 27 divines for the calculation. And yeah, the rest, as you can see, is some low value cluster jewels that we can put in the async trade. And then we have all the currency, bubblegum currency that we are going to liquidate in Faustus. Okay, so that's all the value. We're going to consider the 27 divines. This is actually 37.5 divines. And as said, I timed 10 maps, and that took me 23 minutes to run them all. So divided by 10, and we multiply this by 60. Then we can do 0.3, and we get that each map took me around 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Okay, so that's the speed. Considering that, again, my build is not really fast, that's the speed that you should aim for. Okay, so if you do it faster, we're going to get more rewards. And then in the other hand, we spend 5 chaos per each paranoia. So per map, it's 25 chaos in scarabs. And we're going to add 6 chaos per the map, and that's basically all the cost. Then we run 30 maps, and we divide this by the price of the divine, which is 133. And that's a total of 7.6 divines invested in 30 maps. Then in the other hand, we got a raw value of 27.5 divines. And if we subtract the 7.5 divines that we spend investing initially in the strategy, we got a profit of 20 divines. Then we ran 30 maps, and that's 2.3 minutes, as we already said, and that's 69 minutes. Nice. And if we divide that by 60, we have 1.15 hours, or 1.15 hours. So we divide that by 1.15 hours, and we have a total of 17.4 divines per hour, which is pretty damn nice, considering that this strategy is really easy to do. It doesn't require much for your build, since it's in a tier 16 strategy, and it does compete a lot with the cluster stack deck and with the harbingers and with the essences. It's like a, I don't know, 30% more currency per hour, which is really good, considering that the paranoia scarab stays at 5 chaos, of course. Okay, and that's it for the video, guys. In spite of the numbers, it's always nice to try all these strategies because it's never worth to get burned out by doing the same box tier 17 or scarab tier 17 strategy all link long, and then end up getting burned out of the game, and then quitting early or skipping the next league or the kind of stuff. it's nice to try other stuff, other strategies, and get currency from other forms. And yeah, and see you guys in the next one.